Well, welcome everybody to Dungeons and Dragons. We had such an adventure last week.
Nothing happened.
Our motley group of adventurers have finally made it to their home. And, Riven, would you like to sum up what happened as soon as they got to said home?
You totally have it.
I don't even remember. I was thinking about that. I was like, where did we leave off?
There is... I will,
So remember we had to try to
I
get
didn't tell you that we needed some food and drink. We went to the bar.
The Greedy Pilgrim.
The Greedy Pilgrim.
Word.
Yes, it's working for me.
It's not working for me.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where we met Phil Draga Imbarditur.
Oh, I didn't get his last name or her last name.
She's the innkeeper at Ithon. We also met our good friend, our Alanero POC, Garn Belmore. He happened to be a patron there at the Greedy Pilgrim. And he ended up being very informative and very willing to cooperate.
Yes.
After some encouragement.
I mean,
He got stabbed.
it is probably his idea in the first place. No,
He's not the one that got stabbed.
No,
Got stabbed.
Javier, or the person who said his
Javier,
name was
that's right.
Javier, got his hand stabbed. Because he tried to...
Javier was gonna rat us out, that's right. His magical ear.
Yep.
We don't know what it does or how it
It's like
works.
a walkie-talkie or something.
Yes.
Right. Because you could hear troops coming to the bar when you cleverly left the back of the bar into the alleyway. And they made your way through the streets.
Two.
We made our way to the streets to
Bakery.
your bakery, which you happen to have the hideaway key still in
Yep,
a
yep.
very safe place.
Nobody
After-
ever expects that.
Because
4
it's never
years.
locked, actually. It was actually...
Yeah.
We're fine.
You went to go unlock it and the door just kind of pushed open. Oh, okay.
Control delete.
Do I want to switch to tablet mode? No.
It's nice to have your own like internal IT
In-house.
support. Yeah.
Sometimes. I've already done that.
Oh.
So I hired Benji to take care of some old stuff, and he was like, well, your problem is your program's so old, there's no support for it.
Yeah.
What do I do? Well, you upgrade your program.
Start
Okay,
over.
what's the other option? Because we're not upgrading the program. Well,
You hire
I
a
charge
specialist.
this much per hour.
You hire a specialist, and they're going to do it for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, I have internet on the phone, so we know we're on. The IT guy over there is hopefully fixing my computer.
IT
AKA
guy.
mine.
Jeez. Yow.
I've been called many things.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Well, I
Okay.
don't know what that's like, but I'm sure it's amazing. So,
Let's look on this big computer behind you.
So we are currently in your
Bakery.
the former bakery,
Yes.
which is still set up as a bakery.
Yeah, but it's got
It probably has all...
Slash like
It has all those carpet, the white cloths on everything.
Oh yeah, it was totally taken care of.
no.
Probably
It's
not.
just full of dust.
Yeah.
But
Rats
we're
everywhere.
trying to find Baron Beldrick Darrowfest, and we think the best way to do that is to go to find his ex-wife,
Is it Beldrick? What?
Baron Beldrick Darrowfest,
He is now a baron. He was not a baron previously. He
Yeah.
was a...
and we're gonna go find his wife Sherry.
And that was amazing.
Enchanté, chérie.
Ex-wife, right?
Ex-wife, because she's got some dirt.
If we turn her, she can verify that Carl is the Baron when he disguises himself. So then, and
So
then
we have to kill the Baron
kill the
on
Baron.
the sly.
Yeah.
That's the
No
good
one,
plan.
the Baron and the mage,
Assassin.
and the mage.
That's the thing. I don't think we should. We had a plan while you were
Oh.
away.
But your plan has changed now?
Well, the premise of the plan is you get put in prison. We're thinking of
Alright, it's
that.
shared in the group. Do you want to share it somewhere else?
But we could do. She's an
We have
assassin.
a Haven too.
It's
No,
gonna
but we
need
have to take out
restart,
that mage because
so
the mage
it's
is
gonna
gonna
take
find out
longer.
that Ka is disguising himself.
What mage? Oh, his helper mage.
Yeah, the bald
Yeah.
tattoo guy.
Oh, yeah.
We have to take out that mage.
We can't Paul just kill that dude?
We don't know where he is yet, but he can.
We have to take them
Breathe
both out.
fire.
Can. Oh, Khan needs the hat.
Yeah.
Man, are we really good
If
if we
Paul's
had-
disguised as, let's say, Martha, can he breathe fire?
Yes.
Still?
Okay, give me some parts if you are
You
ready
can
to
still.
hear what is happening
His
tonight.
voice doesn't change.
Give me some parts.
His voice does not change. Oh, it's
It's
just
a hat of
it's just a
disguise.
physical.
Yes. Physical. Martha can only do it because I have feet that allows me to mimic people's voice.
Oh, okay.
She's been training to do these types of espionage-like things.
But that's why we'll need to flip the wife, and the wife could say, "Oh, this is definitely my ex-husband. We got back together," and just bribe her by saying, "You are in charge of the Baron's money. This is what you can live off of. Just say that this is your husband, if anybody asks."
Well, okay. So what is our goal?
Goal is
Before
to,
we just overthrow, let's figure out a very succinct, because this is very risky. And to be totally honest, out of game, longest I've ever played a character without dying. So, a little bit married to it. Like I was actually painting the miniature for him
So
this
the
evening.
goal is probably weaken, because this is the outskirts of the empire.
Uh-huh.
We weaken, so we have a foothold. At least we can start moving out from a safe enough foothold. In case anything happened, we could run back.
So that's our goal,
Yes.
or our objective. What's the scope? The scope of what we're doing is to...
Because Martha has to start breaking down the league stuff.
Can we do that? Well, what do you need to...
Because I need.
You're going to have to tell us eventually
Yeah.
what you want to do, because it doesn't...
Yeah.
Overthrowing the government, other than sounding pretty cool, I don't think
I don't know what
aligns with
objective
me
was.
or her.
Okay,
So, spill the beans.
Martha has to kill the wizard, because the wizard was the one that hired working with the Cordis, that where she was from, killed her parents. And
Are you sure that...
Yes.
Wait, do we know that?
I don't think y'all know that. I'll probably say this is what I'm disclosing now, because
Yeah, we have to sign like an NDA.
I'm actually a lady of the land of Row up north.
Row?
Row.
How do you spell it?
Wait, we do know this or don't know this?
She's telling us now.
You are saying?
Yes.
Oh,
Huh?
So
How do you spell row? R-O?
and how old are you really?
E.
huh?
And how old are you
I'm
really?
21. I'm in like my early 20s. So
Are you of the house row? Or were you just
my family was part of the court,
Okay.
but one of the other court members hired Amir.
Hired a mirror.
Amir
P-O...
killed my
Didn't see that
parents,
coming.
but the court is also working with the wizard.
Did you know?
Did you know
When did you...
this?
Yeah!
I found out
After Amir left?
after Amir left.
Oh. You
Yeah.
totally should have killed him.
Yep.
I still support that.
That's-
If you ever run into him again.
And now he found out all this information after having worked with Amir.
Yep. For 1 week, right?
And who was it that hired the mayor?
It was
To kill your parents?
yes. Miranda Hartner.
Lorinda?
Yep.
What was her last name?
Hallnat.
Hall Nat?
Yep.
And she hired him?
Yep. She set up my parents, and my parents got killed. The court wizard is the one
Amir
that.
did kill?
And then the court wizard was the one that poisoned my grandmother, and he was working with Miranda. And the court wizard is the main wizard that is working in the Empire right now.
Did Amir know who Martha was?
He did not have it wasn't clear that he recognized her.
Oh.
What was that wizard's name?
Mathemaron.
Oh, what? It's all coming back
to me now.
Who's
So you lived with Mathamelon? Why didn't you tell us this before we floated 20 days south?
I was trying to be sneaky.
now when you were in the Bastion of Om, you never actually ran into Mathamela.
That's why I kind of went to the tower because I was trying to see who was there.
I went to the tower to be tortured.
I was like, maybe he's here. Oh no, he's not.
Okay. So what is...
The court wizard you're confident is the wizard that is working with
The league.
no. What's his name?
No, not that. The one that
Not the one that's
is
with
working the Baron is not him.
Oh.
It's we just know it's a bald guy with tattoos. I think Mathamelon's a dwarf, or
He
was he human?
was a human.
Human.
Is a human.
So how does this tie into Ithon?
If we start weakening the stronghold, maybe we can push up north and maybe lure Mathamelon out.
Do you just
A lot
want
of
to...
maybes.
Yeah, do you want to kill Mathamelon? What do you want to do? What is your goal?
I would prefer to kill him because he kind of killed my
To
grandmother.
what end?
Maybe reclaim my name because I'm not.
So we don't need to kill him. We need him to
No,
confess.
we can kill him because he killed my grandmother.
Yeah, but what if we So maybe a little change, pivot as a group, just a small pivot. Don't kill everybody immediately, right? So we had a kind of a situation where potentially it could have gone better if we had the Simon
Sure.
alive still.
That
Could have killed him later.
potentially
Right.
work better in our favor.
We just, would have, it wouldn't have,
But
So
we can't
more Count of Monte Cristo.
But you never know for
less,
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Less kill them.
If you can restrain this wizard that is in charge of all the other wizards under him right now, I'm pretty sure I cannot restrain this wizard. So I think making him dead is probably the best way to weaken his power.
You kept one of the collars.
Yep. Oh, did we keep the collar? I thought Evendur did.
Evendur has it.
Yeah,
That's
Evan.
right. Evendur has it. 'Cause he wanted to
Maybe
study
there's
it.
a stockhold of collars here.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Oh, have we seen people with collars here?
You have not seen anybody with collars. However, the Eldrick had mentioned that there is a presence of the League here as well. There was the one person who hangs out with Balnor or Beldrick.
Yeah, that's why we have to take out that.
That's the cape of human scalps.
That is the grand
That's the
gateway, and I'm
person who is referring to.
So, I'm totally fine doing that, but you feel like this is our way in.
But you don't know where this wizard is.
We know
Think
he's
somewhere in the Empire.
yeah in the Empire, but at least if we can weaken it here, we can at least have a place to fall back to rather than
Fleeing.
we flee and then we have to keep running because we meet
Yeah.
terrible places everywhere. We just
No,
not in the safe zones.
Do we have a map?
I do not have the
phone
one.
I do.
Of like where the Empire
Sorry.
is
Oh.
like spread out?
And I do disclose my name is Alona Ray.
Alona Ray, I'm writing it down. It's official.
I'm totally calling you that.
No, you can't. You can't call it because in case
His
someone
name
else
is
knows.
Field Martha.
So,
In
We're
case someone
here.
knows, yeah. Row is all the way up north.
here?
No, to the right.
So let me on the map. Road Tower.
Didn't we have somebody else named Alone?
Oh, it was
This is old character. But there's no connection.
no connection.
Because
this is a different world. This is a different world.
Right, that was a gnome.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay, so we are
go all the way to the south.
right here.
We're basically
Here.
south.
We just came from the Bastion of Alms.
So
here.
where do we think? So where is the
If it fits its ships,
Empire?
we're actually going to call it.
Everything north of this city.
Yeah.
the
Red dividing line.
We're basically in the south.
So you think
point.
the port wizard is here?
Yes.
And we assumed he was here.
Yes.
But he was not.
We didn't find him, but he may not even.
I didn't know we were looking for him.
We know that he's somewhere in North America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we take over this city.
Where she's from. And Ka.
Because I was thinking taking over Ithon, but keeping the lower foot soldiers still Empire, and just start replacing all the upper leadership, and then we just get intel. We use as a
How do we do that though?
With our drones.
Rudy's not here anymore, so
So we would
can't just put NPCs in place.
So we would as the Baron, get the wife to confirm that is the Baron, kill the mage, get Gurn under it, and then
But Garn's not even a mage.
no, just as to keep Khan in check, so Khan doesn't do anything stupid.
They keep each other in check.
Is Rollo from Ithon?
Rollo's from Warminster.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we could, after we get
Yeah, so
Ithon,
like, we have a pretty good connection with Romans too.
Nobody's ever gonna want to come to Washington.
No, I know
the
that.
Empire
It's been
sucks.
3 years since you were in Warminster and one war.
but it's the main thing is it's not part of the Empire, because if we keep the infrastructure of the Empire, and then we just slowly replace upper leadership, and then still get people to snitch
So is the goal
on people that are going to rebel.
To take down the Empire, then ultimately that's our goal.
What is the size of this?
So each one is
5 inches.
each hex is about 32 miles.
Each hex is 32 miles. Holy cow.
Give me a country equivalent size.
China.
It's
Oh
like
jeez, Russia.
it is like the size of maybe Australia. Like
Okay.
it's a pretty big size chunk of continent.
But not busy.
Yeah. So if we keep the infrastructure and still get people to turn on their own people, and then we say, oh, these people got collected, but then we loop them into our people. So we just slowly convert all the people that are rebelling, and we just build an army down here.
That is a lot of really smart people we're gonna need. Don't you think?
Well, we pick up Rollo, and then if we break everybody out of prison, we have at least former Owl and Arrow.
It took 2 weeks to get to Warminster on foot.
No, I mean we have because there's a local area that everybody's getting collected here. We break into that.
So let's do short-term goals.
Yeah, short-term goal is replace the bear.
So knowing that the end goal,
Yeah.
theoretically, is to take down the Empire, which I think we all support because we all fought against.
And we don't like how all the wizards getting shackled up.
Well, so do we understand why it started like this? Because there's a new Baron, right? Or there's a new king.
New king.
What's the king's name?
I got it.
King
Neledza.
No, Nuledza is kind of.
Suleiman. Just kidding.
If we don't hit 10 people,
Suleiman is the East King, son of King Yaron, wartime king.
That's the one that died, right?
That was from
That's previous
from
campaign.
Rashomon.
So I didn't, Lyriel of Rashomon coordinated with Shakti 100. I didn't know about it.
I loaded up with
Just kidding.
What is the Empire called? Because this is Nuledza, that's the Empire, just the Empire?
They call themselves the Crown.
The Crown. Who is the new king?
And what happened with King Alm? He was not.
King Thuheath was the previous king.
Yeah, and he didn't have.
He had one son who perished, and then he himself also got sicker and sicker, and then eventually died.
Definitely assassinated.
BT Dub, a lot of you guys, I need to tell you.
Why? Okay.
Last month.
And so King Alm, there was a war, right? But it was a civil war, wasn't it? Or was it a war with the
War
Free
with the
Kingdom?
Freemans.
Okay.
Help support us.
Okay.
The most last month, Jesse. So you are getting something special. Okay?
They said that there was someone who went and occupied the border city on the far north.
Mm-hmm.
So the story that the Crown was selling to everybody was that the Freelands moved an army in and occupied that city. So in retaliation, they sent their army to fight them off, and then there were a bunch of other fights and excursions after that, and then the war eventually broke completely across the continent.
But this like post-war depression that we're seeing was existent, right? So it's basically Germany, right? Really, really crappy war, poor. There's no kind of rebound. Everybody blamed it on the mages, and all magic.
Religion, because religion therefore was giving people magic or powers.
Yeah, and then Ulm started imprisoning everybody.
Yes.
Does anybody know anything about King Ulm? Maybe he's not crazy. Maybe he needs to be freed. Does anybody know anything about King Ulm?
Haven spent some time.
Oh, Haven.
We can ask Haven.
What does she know?
She hasn't opened up much.
She hasn't.
We should ask her.
You should ask her.
We should ask her.
So you're having this brainstorming session, and Haven is lounging on a dust-covered, like reclining couch, and it's begun like rotting away, but it's
So sad. It's like old burlap.
yeah. She's currently lying on that, not really paying attention.
So, we're all just together, right? Discussing this, like in your.
What about? Oh no, where are we gonna put Javier?
We would have to kill him. Like,
He was unconscious.
but still,
And tied up.
no, but he did hear about the plan earlier.
Oh yeah. We have to kill him yet.
No,
Does Garn tell us
He's like, we
anything?
just talked about this.
Can we do anything with this guy that does not involve killing?
Can't we just keep?
I don't recall Garn going with you.
No, Garden was going with us. Or no, he did not. I don't remember.
I don't know.
No, because we just ran out.
Yeah, he wasn't following you out
Okay.
with that.
But we used.
Was he not? Because we basically found out that people were coming. We were like, oh crap, we all have to leave.
Okay. Is there like a root cellar I can put him?
You tell me, what is the
That's
layout?
like you should.
What is the layout of your home?
Yeah,
You
your
were-
home.
It's a 3-story, 10,000 square
With a
foot.
built-in jail cell.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have to have a slot where we hit our drugs. So
Yeah.
we do have we have to have.
There would be like a smuggler's hole.
Yeah. I put him in there and then put Ka on top of him.
Oh.
Not like over the lid.
So
not-
it is like it is like a loose floorboard where there's a small area has been dug into the earth,
Yeah.
where you were able to keep things and hide them because no one was going to think that there was anything under there. So Ka's sitting on top of that now.
Can we keep him quiet
Muffled.
Gagged?
Oh yeah. We should for sure.
without killing him?
Yeah.
It's probably because unless we can erase his memory, because we did discuss with him that we were.
We've killed so many people, man.
But it's for the
You
greater.
have
And this
to
guy's
spell modify
just
memory.
no. This guy is just doing his job. It sounds like,
It's for the greater good.
and
because-
he's the easiest way for us to figure out how this thing works.
Yeah, I feel like he's like so low on the totem pole though. He's not gonna
No,
be
but-
that
alright.
But we
valuable.
need to keep the people that are low on the totem pole because they're still going to work for the Empire. But then we just changed
Yeah, I
our
feel like we
leadership.
didn't control him pretty well.
Do I have a bedroom upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take him upstairs. He goes upstairs just for now, right? Keeps him quiet, bag over the head. Ka, if he gives you any trouble, knock him out. Do not kill him.
I will try to hit softer.
Good.
He will stop moving. I will hit him till he stops moving.
Talking quietly, I'm sure. But okay, so now, Haven.
So yeah, I want to invite him into the conversation.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, can we?
This is a bakery, isn't it? Isn't there supposed to be goods or
This
something?
used to be.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
It's 3 years old.
Used to be a thriving bakery, actually.
Oh, is there former drugs here?
We'll try not to be
I'm sure it's
disappointed.
all gone at this point.
But I don't think we
Like as we're talking about it, my sign like falls.
Cockroaches out.
Yeah.
No.
No, cockroaches would have eaten anything that could have perished a long time ago. So. Yeah.
So, I want to ask her. So we haven't really talked too much about the war and about your involvement, but I know that you spent some time with King Om. Can you kind of explain about him, because we don't know him or in his position?
Well, it was once we saw that Om was making a play for the crown. It was Nightmare's idea that we move in and try to make an influence on him. So it was both of us switching off, moving over to the crown and spending some time in his court, and coming back.
So bookmark that. We'll have to come back to the whole involvement with you and Nightmare. I don't think we've gotten that story yet either, on how you knew each other and.
Well, she's our sister. She was our sister.
What?
Wait, you have no sister?
What?
We're gonna have to talk about that later. Now's probably not a good time.
It's actually not her. This
You
hotel.
killed your half sister?
I didn't know I had one. So.
This is exactly why. Just saying, we don't just straight murder.
Well, I
people.
knew that I had
So,
a sister. I knew that this person
half-sister?
was like mimicking her and trying.
No,
I thought she was
she's
trying to
saying
kill her.
Nightmare is your half sister.
I know that, but I knew I had a sister, and I knew this person was trying to beat her. So I thought she was just.
Jeez.
For the greater
Write that
good.
down.
She did try to kill us. She did try to imprison us.
Yeah.
I, of course, can talk to that in whatever way you would like. So, what can I answer for?
So what's your take on the king? Is he competent? What is his motives? What is he after? And who are his advisors?
He's competent in the art of subterfuge. He is exceptional in making mysterious deaths seem accidental. So he's brilliant in the way that any murdering person.
Yeah.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's a bad person.
Yes, I would never ascribe him to be a good person.
Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being bad.
You're asking it.
But, I mean, which is also, I'll multiply it by 2.
Yeah.
He's quite foul, but it never interrupted our business. So we were.
Does he deserve to die?
So many people deserve to die. I would think that it might throw the nation into more turmoil, which I'm not opposed to. We have been thriving in the chaos that has been in the wake of the death of King Thuhi.
So what was your business with the king?
With
You gotta give her to.
it was certain arrangements where we would make certain that the population would not be able to fill its pockets, and a certain take was given to him in order to allay his greed. So it was more of a profitable business for those who were working in our organization.
How many are working in your organization?
We have roughly, well, in every city there's maybe a handful, but in where the throne lies, we have about 100 strong in our guild.
And that's in, is that in the Bastion of Ulm, or is that in Creighton Stronghold?
Creighton's, no, it's in Thuhi. Hold on, you got the map. Pardon me while I walk over here.
It's in
Thuhi's Keep, which is now, it has been renamed the Keep of Arm.
How many?
Though it's not really.
So there's the Bastion and the Keep of Ulm.
Yes. The
Okay.
Keep is where the throne is.
How many is in? Is there any people working under you in Ithon?
Like I said before, I never ventured this far south, so Ithon was a bit of a stretch. It seemed more work than was necessary, considering there's not much to take here.
So, wherever we go, I could pretend to be Nightmare if I needed to continue carrying out the business.
It has worked for you so far. So I
Didn't realize
see
she
any
was.
problem with
You gotta go with the baker.
that. I will say you'll receive a better reception in the coastal cities because that's where the more profit is to be had.
And your line of work again was just ensuring that folks couldn't get paid,
Well,
like including
we're thieves.
taking
so
their things and or money.
their honest day's labor was also our honest day's labor.
Understood. So you and her are sisters.
Yes, she was our half sister.
We have the same mother.
We have the same mother. Yes.
Do we know who her father was?
That is unclear.
She seemed to be telling the truth. I mean, is
Yeah,
there
I don't
any
know about this.
Go ahead and make an
hesitance?
insight check.
I don't like it. I
I'm
don't
like
it at all.
rolling. Can I not roll?
Yeah. Insight 18.
24.
Boom.
It seems not more like she's trying to evade your questions, but trying to dumb down the answers. Like there's a lot behind it
Yeah.
that she's trying to make it as simple as possible.
I assassinated a bunch of people. That's the way
I killed Hayden.
So what? So out of game, but in game,
Yeah.
like
Oh, out of this conversation.
Out of conversation in game.
Stage whisper.
Yeah. Were my mom and dad not like? Were Riven's mom and dad not together? Like.
No. Because.
Oh, I didn't know my mom growing up.
You're right. So it's
So we don't know. So I don't know the relationship between.
right. You never knew who your mother was. You were raised by your father.
Okay. Yeah.
And Haven was
In the same boat until.
from the same mother and father. So you were true sisters in that sense.
Okay.
Even though it was a few years apart.
So I want to ask Haven, how did you find out about Nightmare, and when did this happen, and how did you verify it? Were you still
It was
with father or?
No, I was taken. I hadn't seen father for many years, but it was one night when I was working and I was stealing from a particular wizard who happened to have a devil who was working with him, and the devil spotted me, and it wasn't maybe a day later that I received a visitation from our sister Nightmare. She appeared and was telling me that I needed to be more careful, and that I was being sought after by lower denizens.
Funny, I had a similar interaction with her.
Yes, she
Did not end well.
was, from what she was explaining to me, that she was trying to keep my existence from being noticed. So, through some bond that we created, it was able to protect me from any type of magical watching or investigation. I could not be sought after while she was alive, so I'm not exactly sure where that leaves us.
This is like super heavy. Like I feel like we should like let you be alone. Like, are you okay?
No, we're good.
All I know
We're
is
good.
I signed a paper with her, and upon signing that, I was able to receive some magical protection with her, but at the same time, I was realizing that I was not running into any more of these devils or anything of the sort. I couldn't say whether or not it actually was working or if she was keeping her word and was actually protecting me. I just never heard any more than that.
She was summoning the devils.
Yeah.
It is possible.
don't
She
know.
is a devil.
Did you sell your soul to her? Is this
No,
the
it was,
paper that you signed?
The document was in exchange that I would continue. I need to seal things. And if I keep stealing things, then the pact is still in play.
Does it matter who you steal from?
Yeah, what do you have to steal?
It needs to be an unwilling item that I'm taking from somewhere.
You steal from the Empire. Perfect. Swap your.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Could certainly do that. It's a daily task that needs to be completed.
Well, that runs in our blood. I like to
Every
take
day she has to. What was she stealing on the boat?
Don't worry about it.
No, I asked her. What were you stealing on the boat? I mean, it wasn't for me. I didn't have any.
she like reaches back, like
pulls out
her bag up, and it's mostly like random things, like someone's like one sock, like it's like just a bunch of random
Like
stuff.
doggy sock.
Right.
Poor dog.
So I don't need to keep it, obviously. It was just I didn't have anywhere to dump it while we got off the boat.
So that's a weird. Like, to what end does that? Like, why? Why would they care? Why would anybody care if you stole a thing? Like, how does that work?
Who can say what the minds and workings of the 9 hells are? I couldn't say.
Do you remember the name of the person who you made the pact with?
Nightmare.
Oh, with Nightmare.
Our sister.
Oh,
interesting.
You double go with that.
So were you stealing stuff when you were in the prison?
I was.
About $300.
Once you locked her.
Yes.
Incredible.
However,
So I was like,
I was afforded certain liberties upon being in prison. It was Nightmare who arranged for me to be held in that place anyways.
What do you do with all this?
I don't know that I believe it.
Her?
Not that she's lying, but I feel like she could have been played by Nightmare too. Previously. Probably not.
About
She's
the pact.
probably legitimately our half sister, but I don't know who she was working for or who she's trying to protect us from. Not to say, and I don't know.
Must the good old days of D&D when it was like, go to this dungeon and kill this dragon. That was easy.
We
If you
did.
would like
I
a
miss level.
dragon, I can point you.
I missed level 3.
Messi knows where a dragon is.
Oh, yes, she does.
But we don't know our misses.
No, you do not.
She's probably in the prison camp, which is probably where we should go because that's a
Alright.
that's a dungeon.
You just try to hold Messi in a single place. It's not going to work.
Okay, so
Sorry if this is more confusing. It's
yeah, I feel like that's just kind of brought about more questions, and we'll have to. You and I can talk more one-on-one about what all you've
What does
learned.
she want to do?
She wants to keep stealing things, I think, for now.
Yeah, but like,
think
does she need to get back to...
I don't need to be in any one place. I could, of course, reach out and try and recruit people here. I'm certain that there are guilds that are working in the dark here.
I think we should.
So who do you serve? I'm assuming
I serve myself.
and
This.
Dis, perhaps, or did Father serve someone else?
This
or-
nuts.
Perfect.
Dang it.
Dis who?
And Dis.
And it's come full circle. I am told that I am not sure if it's Dispedo or if it is another layer.
Dis nuts.
His full name is Dispedo,
Yeah.
which it's not really that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, our bloodline is through there. Were you able to trace your lineage?
Yeah, a little bit.
And you're
So-
certain we're from the city of Dis.
I have reason to believe that, for sure. But
That's spectacular.
I don't know what that means for you. I don't know if that's something that
I would have to
lean that way or
try and wait for a devil to reach out to me and confirm any of those suspicions. But knowing that, I have been told that if you know where your heritage comes from, you're able to call upon certain powers from that plane. So that would be an interesting addition that I could add to my repertoire.
Well, I'll let you try that. See how that goes. So what drives the king? What's his motives? What is he after? Why does he hate magic?
It's hard to say. He's always had a passion for hating the wizarding community.
Oh, he felt like wizardry.
Not certainly if it's a personal grudge, but in his his blind search for power, it seemed a good stepping stone for him to gain support with the public. There's a general mistrust among the population with wizards.
But now that he's gained power and he's in the highest of positions, would he be potentially willing to accept wizardry and magic slowly, getting reintroduced back into society?
I couldn't say what his plans are. Only that
How it could help him.
he has allied himself with a group of fanatics who are never going to allow magic to take root again in the world, as long as they are living.
Is this the religious group or is it the?
Is this the league?
This is the league.
They're
league-
magic.
No, they only want. They're the one that only
They want
want.
to be the only ones to have magic.
Wait, that doesn't.
Their vision of the world and what I have found through my own study of them is that they want to work with and whatever means necessary to eliminate all other magic users, and then they will end their own lives to rid the world of magic.
They're not going to do that. There's no way.
There's no way to do that. What about all the free cities?
All you have to say is go tote.
They have been working to try and find and eliminate wizards all over the continent.
Alright, so I'm imagining level
On to the
20.
astral
It's
cities.
all of the fighters versus all of the magic people.
Yeah, then the
it's
fighters
gonna
all
be
gonna die.
awesome.
All the fighters are gonna die
They're
instantly.
going to die.
They're gonna die.
Power, word, kill.
Yeah,
Or wish. Just kill.
just insta kill
King of
all the
Kill
fighters.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I will point out that while you were drifting in the astral sea, you did run into one very powerful wizard,
We did.
Mordenkainen.
But he was,
From the past.
yeah, he was only like pseudo alive, right?
He was in astral projection,
You get to message me, tell
Like
me.
He
Doctor
was
Strange.
alive.
like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was alive at that time in that year, not in the astral sea though.
Yeah.
Like in 1753 or whatever year it was.
So,
Hold up.
Yeah. There was a time loop.
hey, maybe. So,
1754 is the year that we
We
left.
go back in Astral Sea. We revert time.
So in that year, in 1754, he was not on in the astral sea. He was physically residing elsewhere. And
but
was,
he doesn't necessarily have to be on our plane though.
Yeah.
Or on our planet.
He was.
he was
On
no,
our
He did
planet.
confirm that he was from.
From our place.
Right, but he did not say Nulensa.
Yeah.
Alright. So what's our goal? To kill Mathemalan. Get revenge.
Get revenge.
But that's it.
And then maybe, I don't know, this mage thing is actually pretty bad.
I mean, is it?
That would.
Are they really gonna succeed?
That's what.
Somebody else can take care of this. Somebody else who's far more equipped.
Oh,
It's
maybe.
just the three of us.
At least we can protect ourselves by making a safe haven for ourselves. At least.
No, and I'm totally for that. We could completely control Ithon. I'm for that.
Riven's gonna get bored here real quick. She
Well,
wants to kill somebody.
Because if.
Okay,
And
so
she's
what
already
is this?
promised to not randomly kill people who don't
Because
deserve
I
it.
can imagine at least we have to protect Evendur because Evendur will be definitely on the list to be killed.
Not okay with the vendor dying.
And then it'll be me too because I'm a magic user also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she has magic too.
So what if we just get a vendor to come here to Ithon? I hate Ithon. I hate it so much.
Where are his parents? Where's he from again? He's from.
He's from the
He's
up
up
in the
north.
the north coast inside that bay.
Still City? No.
Creighton?
Creighton stronghold.
Yeah, and his parents is definitely magic user, so his family's gonna be dead.
And it's like Portland.
Well, what if we
super cool.
Oh, what's
Everything's
the
green.
what's the
Very good.
status of like Creighton's stronghold? They're part of the Empire. Or they're part of the not Empire. What's it called?
Good
Crown.
The crown.
guild strength and Creighton.
It is very fun.
So what if we put down roots in Ithon and then try to go rally up in Creighton?
But Crane was the where the school was, right? So that probably got attacked first.
No, the wizarding school was right next to you, actually.
Next in Verador?
The majestic city of...
Majestic City.
Oh, wait, up here.
Oh, wait, no, no,
Majestic
no.
City of Conquest?
Princely?
That would be
Yeah, Princely City of Wattoon. Wattoon is where Evendur went to college.
That's where he did his
There is
kayaking
a
or
massive
whatever.
wizarding school in there.
Because his parents were wizards, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa. They were.
Well, he never confirmed. But
We don't
they
think he's magic.
did have a bag of holding that was connected to his bag of holding.
Bag of loans.
A bag.
Just that's his allowance.
Bag of credit.
It's a dependent bag of holding.
Yeah.
So-
It was-
Tax deductible.
They were, I mean, Evendur was a baller, so it was assumed that his parents
Not quite the shot caller.
were.
Evendur was the Van Wilder of his school.
Yes.
He was. Yes.
It's been 8 years. You're still not done.
A lot of people go to school
Halfway
for 8
there.
years. Yeah, they're called doctors.
Okay.
So what if we try to like establish a home or presence at Ithon and then try to recruit elsewhere?
If we're planning on just living our life out, we still need to make a safe place for ourselves.
No. I agree. I agree. Okay. All right. So we kill the Baron,
Yes.
and we supplant him. We replace him with what's his name?
Ka and
And
Burn.
yes, and then we put.
You say that, and you hear from upstairs like a
God!
like like a
Yeah.
This guy's gonna die.
and just a brief. Yes, little man. That's all you hear from upstairs. We'll replace him with.
Yeah, that guy. That's gonna work out great. All right.
So
So
it's not going to be so simple for us to just go kill the Baron. I mean, there's going to be other things we have to do along the way.
That's why I said, go get them in prison, free the people who are already captured. They'll definitely help us if we free them.
I will make it right now a priority. I'll be at Aiden's birthday party.
And Ithon?
In Ithon. Because I thought it
Is there a big
was
prison in Ithon?
because wherever they were sending the people.
You're talking about maybe going
When they are taken,
to...
it is done in the night, and when we have attempted to follow them, it has always come to a blockade.
maybe we cross the border. We go into we go to Longman Street. We find Rolo. He's the most powerful wizard that we knew.
But
There's the shadow web.
I thought we already told Evendur to go.
Yeah.
We told Evendur to go on the
No, Evendur's going back to his house.
No, I thought
He's going to Warminster.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, because he had to meet up with the imp and Rolo.
Yeah, Rollo wanted to talk to him, and he wanted to see if there was a way that they could harness his overpowered magical abilities. Also, see if they had a teleportation circle or something where they could quickly transport him across the continent.
Because we established foothold here. We get Rolo to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Rolo will be the mage that replaced the other mage that we killed. We're going to kill.
Okay.
And then we just we use this as like where we gather intelligence. Because if we're still part of the Empire and people still work for the Empire, we're gonna get messages from the Empire. So at least we can either protect ourselves for future stuff. They're like, oh, we know this place is happening and stuff.
And this is where Benjen gets his fill of cooking and baking.
Ugh. I'm over it.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same.
Why are you stocking up your pots and pans now?
Yeah.
You just filling up your bags of pots and pans now?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Oh, I will say, the vision that you were having of where that field of bones was with the sword stuck in it, where there's also a pool with a chest in the bottom of it. From Ithon, it is inside the jungle of scales.
What? I didn't know it was so close. How many days?
Maybe a week. It'd be the same distance, but going into the jungle instead of going towards Wommonster.
What do I remember? What was in that chest? Or
You don't remember. Only that was the vision that you had when you were with Laura.
yeah.
Oh.
So I kind of like in Riven Zero, like, hey, most like people keep gold in chests like 99% of the time, right? Like you steal a lot of stuff.
Yes. Sometimes more valuable stuff
Than gold.
Haven says, it doesn't always have to be gold.
This is why all I wear is leggings.
But it's worth stuff.
Worth something.
You
It can be worth monetary value. It can be magical items. It could be, a mimic, for example.
What's a mimic?
The mimics have to breathe in water, or they have to breathe, so they can't be mimics.
Picture
I saw this
post
video.
on the group, so someone's gonna make me go there.
Do you leave out the part with the Laura?
I leave out the part with the bones. But no, like because we've all had this experience with Galora now. So,
No?
remember Galora? She was like
Triple
the
Sine
lusty,
girl?
yeah.
Okay. That was a good time.
Yeah. I like blushed. when I read the email, I blushed. So, yeah.
It was
Out of
uncomfortable
game.
for me to write.
Yeah.
Just
So
saying.
we,
Fanfic.
so that's there.
Your
I don't.
response,
I want to
and
make.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna need a little bit more details.
This is not
For
going
this
to
level
background.
So what would be in it for us besides monetary value? What's driving you to, just because there's a chest there? I mean,
I literally have nothing.
Well, also,
Yeah, I feel like
the twin,
that's-
Karnath's twin is there.
Yeah.
see?
But nobody really cares about that. Just me.
Right, you were the only one who would care about that.
I think that's a cooler reason to go.
Oh well, then
Because
there's
I have
Karna's
money, so it's not really a thing for me.
But you leave out the field of bones.
Yeah. And I don't want to tell Haven if I can manage it.
About the chest?
Everything.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
She's
shit.
super
So, well,
sketchy.
this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We're all in the same room. We're all in the same room.
Okay.
You could arrange it
But
so
don't
that you're
tell
talking
him.
out.
Yeah. But it's fine.
If Benjen didn't want to, then you would have arranged.
That was so rude, Benjen.
All right. So now that we've messed around with that for an hour and a half, do you want to tell her our plan?
Which one?
I thought it changed.
I thought we-
To go to prison and
Yeah.
set the
Oh, yeah,
prisoners
to-
free?
To get you and Haven arrested. I pretend to be the guy we have upstairs,
Javier.
Javier. But first we need to scout out other individual with these earrings, so at least we can
Oh, you just want to look for the earring?
look for something that looks at the earring. So at least we can say, oh, these are all informants.
So I asked, does Haven know anything about that? About the earring? About
Well, I mean, it just seems like
how to identify?
similar to any of the other designs that we have used for our own communication across short distances.
How does it work?
If you're able to think about it, you can send thoughts between them.
Holy crap.
That way, the conversation
Awesome.
doesn't need to be whispered aloud.
How far can it go?
It can go probably within the city limits.
That's how we need to take.
That amount of space, maybe within a half mile.
Can it go, so it goes from one device to another specific device, or it's transmitted to all of it, like broadcast?
They're normally linked, and if you specify, you can choose who is going to be listening in on the conversation, especially if they were all created with the same bond.
So we need to acquire 4.
3 more.
Yeah. So
Oh, with Haven, yeah. 4. And call.
yeah. Call.
Tom needs one, doesn't he?
Well, he has one of us. We have 5. There's 5 of us.
I don't feel like Kyle will be able to keep it on a DL though.
Carl would say out loud.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yes, is this working? Is
This is copy.
This is
Yes, I heard you.
computer inside my head.
Yeah.
And none of you have tried putting on the earring or anything, so
No.
Because we didn't know if it just.
Yeah, so right now.
So, can I tell what it is with my
scroll of identify.
With my newfound little scroll? Yeah.
You can attempt to use the scroll. Now, you do not know the spell identify natively, but you have some arcane talent, so you are able to attempt to use it.
Good thing we're proficient now.
And there's not really a wizard around you to instruct you on how to do it. So I will need you to make a 20-sided die roll with your proficiency, because you are proficient with arcane casting. So it was 3.
So with Arcana.
Fireball.
Oh, she did.
She read it wrong.
So I have 13. For Arcana, I have +7.
What? You're trained in Arcana? That's amazing.
She probably used expertise.
Heck yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, it works. Okay, yeah, so you successfully cast the Scroll of Identify on the earring, and the earring, it works like has been described, and you can tell that it is paired with a number of other ones. It's not just paired to one. You can't get a definite number just by using Identify, but if you put it on and you open your mind to whatever is out there, it will instantly find those others and connect with them. As long as it's in contact with the skin. That's all that it takes.
But so if I put it on, do I know, like if I put it on, the others will immediately be able to find me? Or hear my thoughts or whatever? It's not, it's...
You could assume
or
that...
find out that I'm trying to locate them?
Since the ring has been taken off of Javier, if that's really his
It's totally his name. We didn't ask anything else. He's totally trustworthy.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't trust him.
Then everyone who it was paired to, if they were paying attention, would recognize that it is no longer connected to him, which isn't the worst thing. It could just be if you're taking it off or for whatever reason, going to sleep.
Taking a dump.
But you don't know if they have any certain protocol or anything like that. You just know that they can tell when it goes offline. So
it'd probably be a bad idea if we put it on.
I was gonna put it on.
Then they're gonna know. They could. Would they know where you are?
I think I have to project it, but I don't know for sure.
I would not do it in this building. No, just in case. Oh, it's the find me. The find
Find my earrings.
Find your friends. Find your mage friends.
every time.
So
maybe we go somewhere else. You put on the earring with Haven. I disguise myself as the guy upstairs. Knock down on the ground. They come, get you, and then we go back to the prison and free as many people as we can.
And then what
could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
The last time we were in a prison, like an entire magical line opened up.
But we freed so many people. We have all these people.
I also killed my half sister.
A lot of people died.
Also killed my ass.
They balanced out. We saved good people. And
Good and bad.
So what we could do is when that happens, we can go wherever we decide to go. Hey, I can put on the earring, kind of research it a little bit, put my thought out there of intending to kill someone here. Maybe.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Put a thought so that they come and.
I'm gonna kill the guy we have.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
And then, knowing they're coming to get me, I can take the earring off and give it to you before you hightail it out. Or you can disguise.
No, I think.
Oh, you're gonna disguise yourself as that dude, so it would make sense you would have it on.
No, it would be you have it on. You took it off of me because that's where I lost connection. And then you have it on. You're testing out, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna kill this guy now." And then you wait till they come in, they arrest you and your sister.
But they're gonna take it from me if they arrest me. Is what I'm saying. And I figured you might want to keep it and know what else going on. If
They'll give it back to you if you tell them that.
Yeah, we can do that.
And you don't know near enough about Javier,
Yeah.
like his real name. You don't know the password. You don't know the. Like, you guys are all military people. Don't they have like a code check verify or something crap like that?
But
Yeah, like duress words, like safe words.
But definitely I got knocked out. I can just play the
Delirious.
Yeah, delirious, beat up. Concussion. I got concussion.
So you want to go with that to where like they'll make me give it back to you, or?
But it won't be indefinite because it will just be we're gonna go to prison and we're gonna overthrow the prison like that night. So it's gonna be like less than 8 hours.
You could also just force call to get the word from them.
Where is the prison? What if we just destroy the prison? Like, what if we did? What about a frontal assault?
Because they said they were blocked off. They don't know exactly where it is. That's what.
Oh, we don't know where they're taking them?
That's why we have to get away to it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
If I wanted to be careful, I wouldn't play D&D. This is not real life. This isn't a real business deal. I don't have to read the contract.
Before we do this, can we at least go get a drink? Can we go back to the bar and do it there?
Ooh. Maybe not
Or-
a bar.
Not that bar.
Maybe, yeah.
Unless
I'm fine with
I don't
that.
know. Did the guy give us a description? Maybe thought descriptions
For what?
for us? Because that's something we.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he was... How... Go ahead.
Because we don't know. He already gave descriptions of us, so we go out around.
I assume he just pressed play and relayed whatever was being... It works that way, right? It just... He presses, hey, now everybody can hear what he's hearing?
He can send thoughts without speaking.
So he has to think about it. So
He has
we
to
have
say,
to
hey, this
assume...
person is gonna
They have
do
to
this.
assume everything, yeah.
Yeah,
Who we're
we have
talking
assume-
to...
You have to assume that he already described us to the
We need to
people.
go. We need to go see if Philadraga, whatever her name is safe. She may be taken to.
I can go disguised out.
Yeah, you want to go see what's going on?
I can do that. Bad though. It's gonna leave the room.
Great, the party.
Oh,
Riven's
bad.
like,
The Riven blushes a little bit. Bad, tall, dark, and handsome walks out of the.
Tail twitches.
Yeah, you walk out. You head over to the Green Pilgrim.
And as I'm going, I'm just trying to spot anybody with the earring.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Everyone has
Yeah.
10.
27 people.
There are people who are wearing earrings, but it doesn't look like it's the type of person who would be an informant. Like
Isn't that normally what an informant looks like?
yes.
So I think so.
But like there are women who are out and they'll have like an earring in. And
It's impossible to know.
Right.
They all look the same. Oh, shoot.
Also, it doesn't necessarily. You know that it only needs to be touching the skin. So if someone wears a ring on their toe, then you won't be able to see it anyways.
Oh.
Or if they have it like on a necklace or
or-
something underneath their clothes or something. Yeah, then it will work that way just as well. So
It's a really powerful weapon for people who don't want magic to exist.
Yeah.
Right?
So, moving through the streets, you see there are more armed soldiers in the area than you noticed when you were walking to the Greedy Pilgrim. And when you get there, there are 3 soldiers who are standing outside the front doors, and they've taken up like a sentry position on the outside.
Do any of them look like mages?
They don't. They look like mundane soldiers.
I would ask them, oh, what's going on here? Where's the usual owner?
What is it you need with the owner here?
I had to
You
pay.
coming in for a drink?
Yes.
Well, you can head right on in then. Have you seen, perchance, there's a tiefling woman, another tiefling woman, another bigger fellow, and
Hey, come on.
and an old lady who are roaming around. Oh, and what was it called? That's a dragonborn, that is. Oh, you one of them dragon men walking around.
I've seen a lot of old ladies, but I think they're just old ladies.
That just not me anywhere to go, Carl. Go ahead. Yeah, you walk in. There are soldiers that are all sitting at like the different tables, and they're all drinking. And Thildraga looks quite frazzled. She's moving pretty quickly, trying to get drinks to all the different tables. Just a moment. Welcome in. Go ahead and take a seat. There's probably some space at the bar if you like. It'll be a few minutes if you'll just give me some time. You gotta get the clown soldiers.
And Thildraga was she was a thief, right? Or no?
She was a thief, but not
retired.
Not a member of Alanero.
No, but she would at least know thieves.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I was just shooting. Okay.
Right. So yeah, she steps in the bar. And, there is an older dwarven man who has come out and is also helping to serve drinks, and he's moving a little bit slower. He's quite old. It's possibly Thildraga's like father or something like that. Some type of relation, but yeah, he's also helping to serve drinks.
I would just, if Thildraga comes near me, I would ask for a drink to go, and I'll relay through Thieves' Cant saying, "We are safe. Are you safe? And let's see, is there anything that would happen to you?"
She, when you say to get a drink to go, all right, let me just go reach back there, and you like lean in a little bit closer and start whispering things. She looks up and checks around really quick, and I keep pulls up. So that'll be, this one's gonna be on the house. Alright, you didn't to tell me exactly what you're doing. I'm doing perfectly fine. It's the soldiers are just they're a little thirsty this evening, and I'm providing them a little sustenance to get them through the night.
Would you know where Garn would be?
Yeah, split the same time that you were heading out the back. You just got up and left in quite a hurry, and you're taking that So why don't you, if you can just go straight down this alley, and then it's 3 blocks over, and she's like giving you fake directions, like you were asked for something. And, one of these soldiers on the end starts shouting at her, "I just hold your horses!" And she moves back behind her and starts pulling out drinks. She has given you a bottle that is corked, and it doesn't have like any type of writing or label on it. You can assume it is some of her personal stash of dwarven ale that she has created.
What a good woman.
So yeah. So you're heading out. It looks like the guards came in, and she sweet talked them over, and
Said, I don't know these
giving
people.
them, giving them all drinks so that they don't ask questions
Okay.
that she doesn't want to ask.
I'll head back to the baker room.
All right.
And then I relay that information to y'all.
Alright.
So,
Let's go get you arrested.
you see, yeah, and then we were right. They do know all of our descriptions.
Is that what we want to do at the bar?
I'm not a
Wanna be
super
elsewhere?
great. Something will go wrong, but I also
I don't want
think.
I don't want to have anything bad happen to Thildraga because she's done such a good job of like.
Oh, her?
No,
I think she'll be fine.
No, she said she's fine. I
But if we go stir up new crap.
no, but
not there.
No, not there. Like
What's
somewhere
that
else.
saying?
Like,
Oh.
yeah, because we'll be somewhere else because you've taken the guy somewhere else,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then.
So where else do we know in Ithon that we could go to?
There is a dockside shanty tavern that is called the Toad's House.
Are you sure? Are we sure we don't want to interrogate Javier first?
I don't feel like he knows anything.
I think
I don't think he's gonna be
I think he's low level, and then we did try to turn him, and he still called us because we were going to use him to get into prison.
I'm afraid that
Yeah.
if I interrogate him longer, he's gonna make me very angry. I'm gonna kill him. Because
Speaking of, what are we going to do with him?
While Martha was going there, did you want to go upstairs and try and talk to Javier at all, or is it,
No,
you don't want any
not
information?
about Martha. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I think
I know you should kill him, but I think that's just.
if there's a way to make him be quiet,
slit his tongue.
but
He could write.
he's still right.
Think.
Yeah, yeah, because he just needs to put on that earring. Someone gives him the earring, he can still talk. Because if we
What are we
release
doing with him? Do we have a reason to keep him around? I mean,
No, but
No,
we
'cause-
also don't have a reason to kill him.
because if we release
we don't.
him,
But can we not
Other
scare
than
him?
it's inconvenient.
But we can scare him. Yes.
Yeah.
but he does know most of our plans.
Yeah, but it's.
That would basically make none of our plans
Do we
work.
need to give him fake plans and have
No.
him go relay our fake plans?
But we relayed them the actual plan because we were playing.
But we can make up
All
different
right.
plans.
This is happening tonight,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
This is happening tonight. Ka can just stay there with him. Then when it's over, let him go.
But then it's still. He would blow Ka's cover, Gurn's cover, because we did plan on with the Baron and stuff. That's the thing. Because it will burn the long term plan.
Did we
Is
say
there
all
a
of
way to
that?
blackmail him?
We said all of that in front of him?
I think we said
No.
about going to the outpost.
We should assume that he knows everything. Okay, what about, is there a way to blackmail him?
Could be. You'd have to find more information
That's
about
it.
him.
I'll do it.
Interrogate him.
Maybe.
So do you want to do that then while Mark is gone for you and I sit down and discuss with him?
Yeah.
Who,
I'll let you
who he is?
blackmail him.
Yeah, okay. I like this idea.
Yeah.
Okay. This is literally what I do. So
Yeah, you go up there. Ka sees you coming in. Okay, just you put him back to the sleeps. He's sleeping.
I need him awake, Ka.
Oh, this is the funner part. So you like picks him up and just starts shaking him violently. And his head just like bobbing up and down until finally just it's like half of his face is like swollen over, his eye is completely like swollen shut.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's new.
Okay.
I tell him it looks pretty. It's a call. It's a call that his work is pretty. That's
Thank
good.
you. It is an art form that I have mastered from family lines many years.
He was tortured too.
Yes.
Remember?
True that.
He was in the prison.
So so Javier, and I do that to him to his face. So Javier. So here's the deal. I'm working really, really hard to not kill you right now. I have promised.
I'm 9 months pregnant.
My-
I'm super grumpy.
Yeah. The extra testosterone in my body.
Yeah, it's just not good.
So, I've told my friend Benjen here that I'm going to not kill you right now. And so long as you don't give me a reason to, I won't kill you and everyone that you know and love. That's kind of what I do. That's kind of my thing. So I need you to understand that when I say that I will make your life miserable, that I will make you and your family's lives completely miserable. And that you'll be a very, very painful death.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah. That sounds pathetic.
He sounds like Antonio Banderas.
Oh, he's so sweet.
We're about to kill him.
Kill him anyway.
I still want to. I still don't believe that you're not gonna, as soon as if we were to let you go, I feel like you're gonna immediately rat us out, go try to make a quick buck by selling information. You still haven't given us the full details of who you're working with and what's the intent. What are they after? What are they?
We are contracted by the league in order to find people who look suspicious, and it is that which we do.
How did you get in touch with the league to begin with?
You don't. They get in touch with you.
So why would they think that you're a good candidate?
It is.
Does it make you feel bad to know that they think that you're an easy pawn?
You're gonna be a really good mom. Manipulation.
I don't see what difference it makes. They found me, and it was with that they gave me this job.
So how much money do they give you when you rat someone out?
We get a weekly stipend, and it is that what we live on. But the majority of the bonus and benefits is that we are not taken ourselves and asked questions of.
How do you think it's going to go over with them finding out that you're taken by the people that they're looking for?
I don't know. This has never happened to me before, so.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that nobody's ever failed this bad before. I don't imagine. It doesn't seem to me that the league's very forgiving.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
So here's what I would like to propose to you, Javier. I have some money. I would like to give you some money, and we will let you go. And you will leave, and you will not come back to Ithon.
Where will I go?
I don't know or care. But if you come back to Ithon, I will kill you. You have to leave tonight.
Do not see that there would be the better offer.
I also don't think there will be a better offer. How do you feel, Benjen?
I don't know if I trust him.
You think we should just kill him?
Yeah, you know, it would be the most convenient thing to do.
It would. It would make me happy.
Ka says, why don't you do the devil curse on him, so that if he comes back, then we will know, so that we can kill him.
We can do that.
Yes, little man. Now you're dealing with the devil. You will go to 9 layers of hells, and there.
Ka has an eye. That's
no. We'll go there, and they will torment you for hundreds of years, something like that. I've never been there myself, and now he's like starting to get away from his point.
yeah. I step in as he takes a left, like as he chases a rabbit. Where do you? Why don't you tell me? Oh, where do you live, Javier?
Living in there's a place where all of us are assigned to live, where the league can watch over us.
Do you have any family?
My family is. I've been told that they are safe. They were taken.
It's like what they told the Jews.
Yeah. Aww.
As long as I am able to keep informing and bringing people in, then my family is safe.
So what's going to happen if you leave?
I do not know, but if I stay, I am dead. And that much is true, so.
From either party, from us,
Well, if
or
you,
from the league.
the league, if you die, will your family, will they be safe?
I have not seen them for many years. I do not know if they are really even alive still.
Do I feel, is he being sincere, is he being compliant, or is he being...
Go make an inside check.
Join your family.
11.
He does seem sincere, and the smell of fresh urine has also made an appearance in the room, as he is terrified to the point where he is pissed.
Oh, that's the second time.
With that guy?
I think, yeah, because you stabbed him, remember? You stabbed his hand?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that part.
Javier, this is not necessary. I mean, you can tell us that you need the honeypot. This is my house.
Number two.
Where am I? Listen, it was involuntary. I was not doing it on purpose. I'm very sorry.
Why don't you tell us? He doesn't know that we know how his earring works. Why don't you tell us how the earring works?
No, when you put the earring on you, there is a connection. It's hard to explain, but when you wear it,
do you know how to use magic?
I've only been told how to use the earring,
okay.
And it was given to me.
So you're telling me that the League, who is against magic, is issuing out magic items for all their informants to wear and use?
They are trying to control the magic, and then they will destroy all magic.
It just seems counterintuitive.
They don't ask me of my opinion.
Hence,
so why don't you tell us what they know about us?
They told them that I was under attack and that they were. I gave them descriptions of your group, what you look like, but they weren't. It isn't able to open up so that they can hear what is being said. It is only what I'm able to relay through.
So you basically just gave a description of each of us?
Yes.
And our plans to what?
I couldn't rightly hear everything that you were saying. It was difficult where you were seated.
Where would you go when you leave here?
No. Let's not give him that much hope. Ka, would you mind giving him some earmuffs?
Oh yes. You see, up north, we have the snows that come in. We have many earmuffs. And he puts them over his head, and then just starts shaking his head, wheezing.
So, maybe we really could use him as an informant. He doesn't like what he does. He knows he lives with everybody else who is feeding the League information.
How is that going to work if he doesn't have his earring in?
We stole it. You stole it. Somebody stole it. He lost it. It got knocked out in the fight. Surely he's not the only one who's ever lost it, right?
If we're gonna do that means we would have to stick around.
Well, we give him. You can still get arrested. He can play Martha's role.
Okay.
Right? He could, if we trust him.
Well, if we pay him more. So.
And he does.
I won't trust him, but he is operated by. He operates for money, right?
Yep.
So.
And the only thing that he is motivated by is keeping his family safe. He keeps his family safe by doing what we're allowing him to do. It's not like if he has more people, if he turns in more people, right, or more important people, that he gets to see his family. This has been the status quo for years, right? So
has he been in it for that long?
Yeah, he hasn't seen his family for many years. So we leverage that, what he really wants, which is just keep his family safe, which the only way to do that is for him to...
Yeah. I'm good with that.
So
change plans. He no longer gets all the money and or freedom.
Well, I think we should pay him upon our release.
I'll put a down payment down as well. I'll give him how much? Like you say, he gets paid. Like if I give him
a stipend,
10 gold pieces.
Yeah, how much does he say the stipend is?
Are you like asking?
No.
Oh, okay. So
did he ask? I mean, did we ask him previously how much he got paid?
No, you asked him why he does it. He says he gets a stipend, and then also his family is protected. So do you want earmuffs removed and then ask him that question?
Yeah. I want to ask him how much he's compensated weekly.
Weekly, we receive 5 silver pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. How many informants are there in your? Is it a house that you live in? A room?
It is a barracks.
The barracks. How many informants are there?
There are about 25 of us.
Okay.
And that's all of the informants that you're aware of?
That I am aware of. I do not believe that there are many more that are needed for this size.
Who's your boss? Oh my gosh, guys. How do we not do it? It's embarrassing. We don't ask super questions. What's his boss's name? Who does he report to?
My boss's name is...
What's your real name, Javier?
Bobby here.
Salazar. Antonio.
You promise you will not laugh?
No.
It is Evendur.
Herder.
Riven chuckles.
That's what I promise.
Okay.
And the man they call Dane is the one that is in charge of us.
How long have you lived in Ithon?
I have lived here for
How old are you?
2 years. I am in my 20th winter.
And 2 years. What? Where did you live before that?
I was part of the war effort and I did not decide to go back north to my home.
So Dane's your boss, and he lives here, correct?
Yes.
And if he was to die, who would replace him?
It would definitely have to be a member of the League who is...
And how many members of the League are there that you know of?
I have only seen 3 that are here in the city.
Kill those guys tonight.
Yeah. Maybe we go that route. Who can you describe them to us?
Dane is a man who wears a cape that has scalps from the people he has killed.
Oh crap.
The other 2 wear more traditional flowing clothes.
Are they? What are they? Are these human? Are they?
They are human. They have shaved heads and they have many inks on their skins.
They're all the same. All the League members are the same. Do they all have the same ink?
There are different patterns on them.
Have we seen any of them so far?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, there wasn't any at the dock.
How many guardsmen are there, and how loyal are they to the League?
Here we have about 1,000 city guard.
Okay.
It is not from the local population, it is from the crown. They are the crown soldiers that are occupying the city.
Nightmare.
Who controls? Yeah, who controls the guards?
There is some woman who is in charge.
And what is her name?
I do not know.
That's RN right there, dude.
Only
That's
seen
the
that
head of
on
this
the
guy's one. Can you tell me what she looks like? How do we find her?
Certainly. She normally dresses in battle attire, has full plate, has yellow hair with tight braid all the way down her back, and it would be easy to spot her in a crowd.
Okay,
It's quite pleasant.
What is she? Which weapon does she fight with? Does she just carry a sword with her? Is it a special weapon?
No, she has. It is one of them. It is metal ball with spike on chain connected to other bar. I do not know what they call it, but they have. She has that and also shield.
And you don't even know where she lives. Is there a guard's quarters?
They are in the buildings that surround where the Baron resides.
Okay.
He keeps a wall of steel between him and the city.
And Dane, is he always by the Baron?
No, he comes and goes. I I only know where I'm supposed to meet him, and that is every day he has meeting with all 25 of us, and
Okay.
we report.
Who is it that the Baron keeps?
What?
What mage is it that the Baron keeps?
It's probably Dane.
No, it's not.
No, he's here. He's an icon.
Dane's not the one that.
Dane's here.
Yeah, but Dane's not the Baron's
the Baron's
elite member.
person is with him.
No, it is a guy.
It is Darren?
Yeah.
Oh, Dane?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he said.
Sorry, that's what I was trying to. Okay.
The scout cloak.
Yeah,
Oh crap.
I can't keep my eyes closed anymore.
that's okay.
It's like, give me a twitch.
Oh.
But I will still remain in character.
Yeah.
Jeez. Why can't you just impersonate Dane?
Right now, Martha's not here.
Martha doesn't know what Dane looks like either.
We could find him though. She sees him every day. Maybe we do kill Javier. Alright,
You
so
say-
we keep Javier here, fed, wealthy,
Still
causes
Drago
personal guard.
gives you the bottle. Maybe we should kill him.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wink, wink. Yes, you
All right,
are
so maybe
safe.
that's what we do then. Maybe we let her go see, report as Javier.
We don't have to kill
No,
him.
we can
Yeah.
kill Javier. We can keep Herder here with Ka. Fed, healthy, he gets paid double his rate.
Yeah.
And he just goes, we just need a day. Alright.
But if we want to keep, well, it depends on how much damage we do. It's like we could keep him on the payroll.
You
For-
want the
when we
ups
go-
again.
Well, why don't so let's we need to see Dane, and then Dane can go, and then she can be Dane, and she can just axe the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty powerful though.
Dane?
Yeah.
You just feel like that because he has a cape of scouts.
Yeah. That's exactly why I feel that way.
Which is fair. I felt the same way.
I'm just saying.
Just make sure we're on the same page.
All right, so we wait for Martha to come back. We tell Martha, what do you think, Martha? What should we do?
If
You go there, report. You report back to
if
Dane.
you want to keep Javier alive, we can keep on the payroll. He still reports. He just doesn't report the stuff that we tell him not to.
Yeah.
And then, so you get double pay.
Yep.
And he still keeps all his stuff. And
But maybe we let you get arrested.
Yeah, once in a while, I would go and just, so I can get down his mannerism for Dale. Use that to
Dane?
Dane, yeah.
Well, no. Why don't we just let you get arrested?
Well,
Right?
that's not. No, he needs to be with the informants.
No. So we let you get arrested. Javier brings you in. The rest of us escaped. Javier brings you in. You go in looking like Riven or Haven.
But they're probably going to definitely put a collar on me and the spells and
Yeah.
facts.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, I like the idea of you impersonating Dane.
The only thing is, we had to get Dane without him knowing, because he'll probably can see through the magic. That's the
Yeah, where do you meet Dane? Every day?
It is in a building that is adjacent to the barracks that I'm
Okay.
in. Is a small meeting room, no more.
Does Dane walk there? Does he walk out in the open, Dane?
Yeah. I don't have any. Oh, never mind.
He is always there when we go into the room.
But you've never seen Dane just walking around the streets.
I have seen him walking around in the street.
If you go, so you've never been in this situation before, but if you were to, have you ever heard of someone getting a replacement earring given to them if they lose theirs? Let's say that you dropped it and it fell down the sewer.
I have not seen that happen, but
Yes.
I have seen informants like myself disappear, and we assumed they did something they weren't supposed to. They would be replaced.
Because if we want to keep Javier alive, we have to keep him not suspicious, be suspicious. So he has to either turn one of us in tonight, or he's dead, basically.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
good with still going to like Haven. I think Haven and I should still get arrested. And it makes sense that I would have the earring in. That's why he doesn't have it on him.
No, but
You see that? Haven's like,
the thing is,
well, I'm not sure if I want to be arrested.
the thing is, Javier can't be the one that's tied up, because if he's tied up, he's incompetent, and then he still gets in trouble. So he has to be the one that turns you in.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to keep him competent in the eyes of.
Will he be incompetent if you and I got away?
Well, we could say that if we split up and he had to follow someone, he followed Haven and I.
He followed two magic user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so she's gonna get a collar, right? How are we gonna break her free?
I think once we kill the guy who puts the collar on, that's what happened to Evendur.
What if that happens immediately?
No, because if we kill the guy that put the collar on, because that's how Evendur got out of his collar. We killed the guy that put the collar on.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, how are we gonna find her? Javier, nobody knows where they take him.
So we can follow behind. That's the thing.
I can't do that well. Oh, I mean, I guess you can stealth, actually. You have any magic stuff that'll let you do that?
I do not. I can turn invisible. Something like that.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
turn
that
blue
would
invisible.
count.
Actually, so can I.
You can?
Yeah.
Not with the collar on.
I can't, but I could do that and we could just let Haven get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
I'm fine with that.
I can.
That's your
Your
sister.
side's changing.
Riven wouldn't allow her sister, but you just found her.
How about you get arrested, Benjen?
Yeah, I'll be arrested.
Because then I'll just carry your sword, and then once we meet back up, I just give you your sword.
Okay.
It might be you and Haven.
I like the idea of me getting arrested than any of my friends.
Yeah. Because at least you say you're magical, and then he puts a collar on you that does nothing. And then we have a second collar just in case we need to use it on the other two mages.
Wait, what? So
Because there's three mages in the city that's working the lead. And we kill one, the collar breaks off of two, and then we put the two collars that we have on the other two mages if we want to keep them alive.
Okay. How are you going to free me?
I don't know I don't know if that's really how the collars work for sure.
But that's what we know when we got Evendur out, because we killed
Even
the
if
guy.
it goes on me, it doesn't matter. There's
Yeah,
only
it doesn't
three
matter,
small
that's why.
spells I can cast. It doesn't matter. But how are you going to get me free? Invisibility. Duh. We just said that, right?
Both of you invisible. That'd be a huge boon.
Let's do that.
Sounds so easy.
I can't believe I'm going to be imprisoned again.
You can't believe it.
And you have a wife.
Is she getting imprisoned?
Yeah, she both said that you both were gonna go.
Me and Haven are going to be imprisoned?
Why would they be together?
There's just
No,
there's
he was
the one
caught.
she caught.
Yeah, that's the one that he caught. Two he caught. And then you have flying carpet. You can just fly up high and just follow. They're not gonna look in the sky, right?
Oh, okay. You cast invisibility.
Yeah.
How long
But
will it
my
last?
carpet wouldn't be.
You and anything on you is...
It's only 10 minutes, I think.
No, it's
10
an
minutes.
hour.
Oh, it's an hour?
Invisibility is a long time. But if you use any attacks or like that's the thing that limits invisibility is you can't attack or cast spells.
Following is going to be fine though.
If I cast darkness, does that follow or does it stay? It stays in place.
It stays in the one area.
Just basically, if we're following, we'll just be following until we get to the spot. We just try to find a stronghold.
Right.
And then get in.
So Haven walks over by Benjen and gets uncomfortably close and puts her arm around your waist. She says, "Well, if we're going to do this, we might as well be like husband and wife then."
I have eyes for another, but
She probably got
She's not
married.
here, so.
She probably got married in 3 years.
yeah, she's a human.
She's married the bad one.
Yeah. But whatever you think, I'll be happy to go along with it. You know, I'll be honest. I don't even I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know the first thing about you.
I mean, what do people really know about the people who they're married with? From my own observations.
That's true. We could play it. It'd be interesting.
She keeps her
Natural
arm around your waist
deception.
like a little bit longer than.
Yeah, she does it a little bit longer. I can't do this. To be honest, really feel like Riven's my sister, and it makes me feel like you're my sister. And I don't know, I'll be honest, in all respect, maybe that's okay with, the Tiefling breeds, but God, for humans, it just does not feel right.
She laughs and says, "Come on, you've been traveling together this long. You haven't thought about it once."
Well,
Do I hear that? I hear
Yeah,
that,
she's
right?
doing this right in front of you. And
I'm like,
you get the impression she's trying to mess with
anyways-
you.
So
and-
I say,
Yeah.
well, if I did think about it, it would have been about her and not you. She's got a much better breasts than you do.
So this is.
Does it make her uncomfortable yet?
She puts on like a
dang it.
fake pouty face and then
Yeah.
moves away and
Yeah.
pretends to be insulted.
Okay.
But yeah, she's just messing.
So she's.
I look at Riven and I'm like, are you going to do anything about it? What am I supposed to do?
She's my little
I
sister.
can't take
guys.
2 of you.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Little sister, I think we're about the same age.
No, you are definitely the younger sister.
Yeah.
Because there's much that you need to learn about life. So, with that
Actually,
being
I'm like,
said,
how old are you?
with that being said, is there anything that you can offer to help us, Haven? Do you have magical items? Do you have?
I have nothing of magic.
Or do you want us to hold anything so it doesn't get taken away?
Oh, I gave you my sword.
Besides the silly things that you collected on the ship, the fork and the piece of bread.
Socks.
Yeah, sock.
I don't have any magical items or anything. It's just a dagger that I have that I trust my own skill with.
You don't think that's gonna get taken?
Oh, it'll get taken.
And you're okay with it getting taken?
Yeah, that would be fine. It wouldn't be the first time I've been in handcuffs and had to get myself out.
Do either of you have a non-magical sword? I probably should get he should hand off a sword.
Yeah, I have daggers and I have a longsword.
What is the longsword magical?
No.
Okay. Well, I use that, and he comes, oh, you should have this and this dagger, and blah, blah, blah. You okay with it?
Ooh, should we put a note on you? Just
What kind of note?
say, you're hired by these people. just some random.
No.
The baker.
Oh, I think I'll be able to think of something.
Well, I've got a question about this note entitled "My Diabolical Plan."
Version 2.
Scribbled out.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of scribbles in there.
Yeah.
What's this redacted section here?
Yeah.
Mean?
In on
The
it.
part that says we're gonna kill you. Oh wait, we're
Yeah.
not spinning.
Okay. Let's go get arrested.
Okay,
All right. So,
cool.
where are you going to go get arrested? And
Whatever
Javier
Javier
is
thinks.
informed of his role in all of this.
Yes.
Yeah, does he buy in?
You are telling him that you're now going to pay him, and instead of you're going to tell him to get out of town.
So I will go ahead and pay him. I'll explain to him that he's going to get paid. He's going to continue to work for, assuming that he doesn't get killed, that is. Continue to work for the League. Continue to report. But you'll only report on those things that we tell you to report on. We will pay you for the things that you report on. And we'll pay you double what you're getting paid currently.
It's triple.
So he'll make triple.
He's going to leave here more wealthy than I am.
So there is a better plan then.
Yes. Oh, then you die.
Better offer.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't require you to leave, and it does require you to work for us. And if you ever betray us again, like I said, I will kill you and everyone that you know and or love.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Or intimidation. Which one's better?
Or intimidation. He is intimidated and he is being persuaded. So
Persuasion is better.
He's gonna start voiding his bowels. I put a can. When she says that, I slide a can underneath him.
21.
21.
Oh wow!
Yeah, his his expression is like one of like incredulity, like, you're gonna give me that much money?
Done.
Yes, I would be more than happy to help you. It's so. I be getting my earring back as part of this.
Are we giving it back to him ahead of time?
I am not sure what will happen if I do not.
Just because we don't want him to blow his cover.
But I can also relay the information that I was following, and the others are not actually the people, and that I was taken by these two, but was able to escape.
And take them. When they were sleeping together.
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh.
Haven
Or were
waits.
they drugged or?
Yeah. Well, no, he just. I mean,
Oh, perfect. Drugs. I got drug powder. Boom. You use this on them.
I okay. I bet my life on it.
All right. So we do
Done.
that.
So I give him the earring back.
Very well. Okay, so.
But we do get arrested far from where we are now.
Alright. Do you want him to know where he currently is?
No.
Okay.
We blindfold them.
Okay.
But you're gonna take him out in the city blindfolded?
We used a series of tunnels, and there's nobody there.
Oh, okay.
Right? Can we do it? Can we do that without him? Can we do that? Or is it able to? Can we do that without drawing too much attention?
Well, you would probably have some kind of underground something from your bakery, right?
No, I mean not underground.
You said hidey hole.
Oh sure, yeah. I got secret doors. It's awesome.
No. That's long term. That's long term
Yeah.
plan.
It was a long-term plan.
You never made it that far.
Yeah, you just
And
go
then you
that
guys-
way. You're like,
Yeah.
Then you guys shot into the astral sea. Okay, so yes, you can certainly try. I'll just need you to make a stealth check
Okay.
to move him blindfolded
You make
without
it?
being spotted.
It is everyone?
It's whoever
16.
is going to be moving him, so Haven and Benjen.
Haven and Benjen, yeah.
Because
16.
you're just going to be following on the carpeting.
60. Can I use it to do with advantage since Haven's helping?
ooh, probably not the carpet right away because they see magic wire.
Certainly.
16.
Good job, Harry.
So,
16, and then what is Ka doing?
Ka is going to be in the house, locking it down, making sure no one enters.
Putting his bar of soap back on
Yeah.
his chest.
Takes out like his dagger and begins like carving the end of a table in a chair rather into like a
Start
spear.
practicing your accents.
Yeah.
I am very good at accents. So
They're all exactly the same.
Yeah.
He just thought he was doing an accent.
Yeah, the
you're
sound-
convinced, no? It's very nice. So yeah, you move out to the street. There aren't anybody in the vicinity because these buildings mostly are run down and your neighbors presumably have been taken over the years.
Yeah.
So it's sometime where there is one street where as you're walking down it with him that there is another couple that is moving down the street, but they don't glance in your direction at all. It just looks like three people who are walking down the street together. And you finally make it to the Dockside Tavern.
Yep.
Which we established is called the Toad's House.
Woohoo!
And it's a bustling tavern. You immediately see a few of the sailors from Eldrick's ship there, and they appear to be quite inebriated.
Thank goodness.
So you see a female human who you recognize only. It wasn't that you ever had a conversation with her, but it was a small town at one time, and this woman, whose name is Mary, is now running this tavern.
Okay. So what was Toad's what?
The Toad's
Toad's
House.
house.
And it has there are humans seated at all of the various tables, and there is one table where it looks like there are two elves sitting at the table, and they appear to be dressed in traveling clothes.
We haven't seen elves yet.
They're the guys that ripped up Evendur's book.
Yeah.
They don't look like the snooty, very aristocratic elves. They look like they are well-traveled elves who are trying to maintain an appearance of anonymity amongst this crowd. So
Probably a mirror.
mostly keeping to themselves.
Mary's a human woman.
Mary is human.
Okay. So,
She has like all of these dangling necklaces from her and like bangles on her arms. She almost looks like a gypsy with her attire that she's wearing.
get us arrested. What do you do?
So, Javier is he moves away.
I meant to laugh at him before he left.
Oh,
I was gonna give him like just 5 silver to start as like a down payment, and then just laugh as I give him his money. I heard her.
Chuckling to herself, one last stab at it. So he tells you just to go sit down at the table, and he moves away.
Martha is bad mom right now.
Oh, okay. You're in the tavern?
We were following.
I'm not.
We were following, so I don't know. I didn't want to walk around as an old woman.
Right. Are you just floating up high outside? Night.
I'm floating. Yeah, that's what I would do because I would save my invisibility until I felt like I really needed it. I would just want to go in the cover of darkness, basically.
Okay. So, what
Where I
happened
can still
earlier?
see.
Like you guys got in around noon, had that whole debacle happen, and then spent the day waiting for nightfall. That would be the smartest plan. I assume that's what you were doing. Okay. So it is night for all intents and purposes, and you are waiting. You are Badma, and it's only a few minutes later.
Is Caw on the?
Caw is in the bakery.
Yeah.
Practicing his voices.
Oh, he's
Can
gonna
we
stay
get him
there?
to like clean it up?
You told him to clean it.
That'd be awesome. Maybe it'll be like totally spick and span.
I had 30 unseen servant just clean.
It was all day that you were there. You could have very well cleaned it up to look very nice. Okay, so you are there for only a handful of minutes before several soldiers walk in the room. They walk over to your table and they kind of fan out and start moving up, and then one of them approaches Javier, who's seated at the bar, and Javier has a small discussion with him, and then the man nods and points at the table, and they move in at where you and Haven are both seated, and
Satted.
Saturn, that's it. Saturn.
Soaked.
So, oh.
So
Yeah.
This is getting wildly out of hand. The man puts one arm onto Haven's arm and is holding it there. Don't touch me, peasant. And she looks over to you. Are you just gonna let him grab me like this?
Oh.
We're gonna need you to come with us. It's we've got some questions we need to ask you.
That's supposed your wife.
Wait. We decided it was going to be our
Oh, you did?
Are we at the same table?
Yes, you're seated at the same table.
Soaked.
So did at the same table.
It was fun while it lasted. On second thought, I've always wondered what it would be like. And I give her a big kiss before I get arrested.
It starts off as surprising, and then it gets really passionate really quick. And the guards quickly they grab you and pull you apart.
Since I know it's happening, as I pull away, what do I sense?
Her face is kind of shocked. It was quite a kiss. She was not expecting it.
Yeah. I rolled high.
Pull you away. And they very aggressively pull you out of the tavern and into the street. And while they had you in the street, they began patting you down, finding any items that you have on you. Mm-hmm. He pulls out the dagger that.
Is your dog's name Arthur?
Yes.
You're not supposed to give him human names. Mark, come here.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Don't pee on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, so we had 2 dogs at the time. This was many years ago. Then we gave Arthur to my mother-in-law. And we also had another dog named Lancelot. So with them together, it made more sense.
Okay.
Now,
No,
Arthur
you just
is-
have
Now it's
Arthur.
just
now it's just Trevor and
Arthur.
Trevor and Arthur.
No.
And Jonathan and
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Stuart.
I was I didn't really care what they were named, so that was anyways.
Dog
so they
number
pull
one,
you out,
dog
they
number
begin
two.
patting you down, they find a dagger on Haven. Oh, it's illegal to carry weapons in this town, it is, and he pulls that up. Now, alright, we're gonna have to take you in for questioning. There's gonna be and he seems not to be sure of himself. Another person just starts pushing you down the street, and they start walking you. There's
Well,
about
don't I get to know your names?
5 guards around you.
Well, what did I even do?
You'll be taken in questioning because you're a suspicious individual. There were some events that were happening earlier, and we just need to ask you a few questions.
Haven will put up more of a fight.
She
Even intending to get arrested, she does not want to get arrested.
Yes. So you're right. She is still going on with the facade of her being like a noblewoman. She's like, how dare you? This-
I'm dressed literally in sailor's pants, Eldrick's hand-me-downs.
You wouldn't have changed into your old clothes?
Did I have
Well,
old
you went to your
clothes?
house?
You were at your house. There were your clothes that were there.
Yes.
I mean, they weren't maintained, but
They're just baggy
A little
now.
dirty.
Yeah, they're all
Oh.
baggy now. They're all out of style.
You weigh a lot less than
Yeah.
you did at that time.
I am wearing the equivalent of like bell bottoms and like
Those are the only ones that fit.
awesome.
That's the only ones that actually fit.
It was like the popular band at the time. You know?
Yeah, it's like Van Halen.
They're not even together anymore. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and she like turns around and like slaps one of the guards across the face and oh, you can't do that. And he like puts his arm around her and she bites down on his hand.
Yeah.
By the end, there are 3 guards who are just like holding her. She's scratching,
Kind of
And then-
laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know, it'd be a lot easier if you just took me. She's gonna be putting up a fight the whole time.
one of them is just like on the tail, just like trying to
just
hold the tail. Because the other 2 that have like the arms, like the tail will like whip and
Yeah.
like slap the side of
Yeah.
the head. Yes.
It's like holding a boa constrictor. Yeah.
Oh, nice and slimy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they wrestle you guys down the street into where there is a like a waiting wagon, and hoist you into the back of the wagon, and the guards are there. One of them sits on top of her because she's moving. You're not really struggling. Just kind of going along with it. So there's only one guy who's currently like just kind of guiding you, while
Yeah.
the others are all.
Am
focused.
I shackled or manacled? Or
Not yet.
manacled? Is that what they're manacles?
Yeah, manacled.
Is it a verb?
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I would assume
Yes.
that it is.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
It
I'll
is.
allow it.
In the Webster's version,
Yeah.
it is. The Oxford, it's still
Yeah.
the judge figures out. So you are taken into the back of this wagon. The wagon begins moving down the street, and Badma and Riven are following.
Are you following on foot?
Right
You
now.
turn invisible.
Yeah, right
to
go
go
on.
follow.
Well, you're just like
Well,
a interested party,
yeah.
right? Just kind of.
And then I change
Walking around.
shapes every kind of corner. I just become a different person.
That
I'm
would
fine.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Riven flying above, watching the scene.
I'm going through my whole list. of
Hey,
people.
why didn't we allow her to attune to the hat, the disguise?
That
I wasn't
Colin
going
had.
on anywhere.
Oh, true. Yeah. We didn't think
You
about
had
it.
all day. I would allow it if you wanted to like do it retroactively.
Retcon.
I feel like we were pretty distracted with all the news that Haven was giving us.
Yeah,
Me
that would have
specifically.
taken some time.
That would have been the focus for me.
Okay, so flying above, it doesn't appear that anybody is noticing you following, and they get to where they are taking you on a route that is actually leading to the north wall of the city and to a gate that is leading out of the city.
Okay.
So, leaving the city, the gates open, and you are able to do.
I'm gonna change to one of the guards I saw at the tavern. I'm like, oh, I missed the wagon.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh!
I let leave a little bit. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be over there. I just need to get through real quick.
Sigmund, I thought you were off shift.
No, but I just got called on because we were arresting these two.
And you doing doubles? I'm telling you, I'm not going to do doubles myself. If they're trying to guess rounds, I'm not going to do it.
So I need to catch up to that wagon real quick.
Go. So you run out the city. Well, Riven flies over the walls and is not impeded in flight as she flies away. The wagon goes on the main road heading north out of the city of Ithon for about 10 minutes. You catch up to them, or you're gonna like go off into like the woods and try and follow?
I'll just go off in the woods. I'm not gonna be guarded anymore. I'll just be like Mesa or something.
Nice.
Draw no attention. I'm just gonna be Mesa.
So
Two
over.
bears.
So yeah, you follow through the woods. I'll need you to make a stealth check.
We're out of Ithon? Heading out of
Yes.
Ithon?
Main road.
That is 14.
Is that baby awake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Why am I texting her? Just tell her.
Maybe you could not. Maybe you're sleep training. I don't know.
I've done that with Zach at the house too. I'll like text him when I'm in a room.
Okay. Yeah. That'd take way longer.
Yeah.
Okay, so heading north out of the city, and for about 10 minutes you're on the main road when they get to a portion where there is a small break in the road, and they take you off the side of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And Haven's no longer struggling, but she's like sweaty because she's
been like, oh.
she's been fighting. Like every time they like start getting loose, and she just like starts thrashing again. And you can tell she's acting like she's getting more hysterical, but she's actually really calm with what's going on.
Okay.
She's putting on a good show, and it's a little entertaining to watch. So they pull you off the wagon and start walking you through the woods and moving that way. On the carpet, the foliage is so covered you won't actually be able to keep track of them unless you go down into where the canopy is no longer, like you're in the trees. And you are already in the trees, so you're kind of moving around there. What would you like to do to follow? You have Devil's Sight.
I would.
I was like, it's gonna be dark. Oh, right.
I want to do that for as long as I can.
Okay.
If I feel like I'm spotted or gonna be spotted at any point, or if they start getting too far away and I can't see them, then I would just cast invisibility and get closer.
Okay. Go ahead and make stealth check.
Oh, not too shabby.
Stealth's really high.
Yeah. 26.
Yep. So you don't make any noise because you're flying on your carpet. So you're not
Dodging all branches.
right. You are a specter in the darkness. You wear dark clothing, so it's kind of blend in with the darkness around you. They do have torches that they have lit, and it kind of gives them like a 30-foot area radius of bright light and dim beyond that. So you're just staying beyond that, kind of watching this go. So they're kind of like a candle that you're watching. They move off into the woods for quite some time until the lead person who's walking with the torch takes like he keeps moving and suddenly just disappears from sight. And then everybody who's walking also with them steps through the same spot, and each of them disappear in turn. So you see this, and Martha sees this as you're following through the forest, where about 60 feet in front of you, they have just stepped into nothing and they've disappeared. It looks like the force is just continuing, but
they're on the path though?
There is a small footpath that leads that way.
So, okay.
They were just walking and
They're just gone.
they didn't make like any reaction for them, like they
It
just
doesn't-
kept walking and
It doesn't
disappeared.
look like they went. I mean, is there a tunnel? I don't see a tunnel they went
No,
into.
it looks like forest and they just stepped one step and then disappeared.
Okay.
We're trying to follow, so Martha was gonna
I will.
try to peek in.
I would.
What do I see?
You. Well, let's
Don't
do
do
that
anything
first.
yet.
We'll do that.
Ah, jeez!
Yeah,
I was trying to help.
I was gonna say your mother.
Yeah.
So. Oh man. Okay.
Nice try.
So I would like to. How far away am I?
Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Dang it. You're 70 feet away. 60 feet away.
So I want to fly up. So how far? How many people have I seen go through? Like one by one, like all of them go through.
Yeah,
And
they've been
disappear.
at like a single file line except for the ones that were carrying Haven. They were 3 abreast, 2 on each arm, and then 1 behind, walking with her. And in
And the one
total,
the one at
there
the
were-
very end has a lantern. I'm assuming,
Yeah, a torch.
or a torch. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to
There were 7 of the guards.
I want to fly closer than I'm comfortable with, still being visible, and I want to cast thaumaturgy to try to brighten his lantern to see what I can see if his torch is brightened.
Well, before he disappears.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah. You would have been able to time it because you see people disappearing in front of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, it would flare.
To see if it opens
Just
up
ask
anything.
clairvoyance. But I'm not there, so I wouldn't say that.
You
Next
just want the torch to glow brighter to.
Just to see if I can see anything else, like
Yeah,
anything more.
Holding it, he like backs away like it like caught
Something.
and suddenly has like it might be conflagrating in his hand as he does it. He kind of backs away for a second, and you don't see anything like as far as the natural light that it's giving off. It looks like it's illuminating the forest ahead, where there's nobody where he's walking before he disappears.
Okay. Well, when that fails, that's when I do cast clairvoyance to see what's going on. Where did they go?
Yeah,
I want to cast it. I have to pick a spot, right? A location.
Yeah, it's I mean, I know it specifies on the other side of the door because it was genius who used it. Clairvoyance.
Yeah, I think I
create
wanna-
an invisible sensor within range in your location familiar with their view.
Ooh, you wouldn't be familiar with it.
No.
Or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to
Yeah.
her. But
Oh, there you go.
like behind a door, around a corner, in a grove of trees.
Past that secret wall.
Yeah.
So-
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
Yeah. Wherever they're going right now.
It's a cast time of 10 minutes.
Yes.
So you hang out for 10 minutes
Oh. No.
while you're doing it.
No. I wouldn't do that. I would just go. I would just cast
You do it up to a
invisibility.
mile away.
If I would have
Now we know. Now we
they
know.
were going to be going someplace
Well, yeah,
like
if
that.
you knew where you're going to be going, this wouldn't be necessary. But okay.
So instead, I don't know if there's some kind of like portal or what. So I'm just gonna cast invisibility on myself and just fly up.
All right. Now you
Join them.
can see Martha. Martha, you can see Riven.
Oh, you can see invisibility.
No, but
Before
she would have seen you,
Okay.
and you would have seen her because both of you have very good dark vision. So moving like behind, you would have noticed. Oh, there's Martha. She's moving through the trees. Like I would envision, like you more on the northern side of them, her on the southern side, like paralleling as
Yeah,
you're
that's a
following.
way good idea. That's what we would have done.
Totally.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Yes.
exactly what we were thinking.
We were totally playing this the whole time.
But curiously enough, it was Mesa who was wandering through.
But what if Mesa is? What if Mesa is Dane? That would be awesome.
She turned.
Yeah.
We had to kill the two
Yeah,
bears.
No!
To kill the two bears.
Say that.
they weren't human scalps. They were Shy
Yeah.
Joe scalps. Anyways,
So do we need to see each other, like make eye contact, like she'll know that I'm turning invisibility or turning invisible?
if you would like, yes.
I would like to, if I can, relay that to her through whatever make believe sign language.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you both turn invisible, and you're gonna move forward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bum rush it.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
Benjen.
Yes.
Walking with the group, you are wandering through the woods. Suddenly, the person who's at the front completely disappears. You kind of jerk upright. The man gives you a nudge on the back. You step through, and where there was forest, you step into a clearing that has this. It's like metal walls that are thrown up, and there's these strange like etchings in the side of the outside of them, and it makes this metallic dome that is there. The internal workings of where it is, you can see that there are various walls that are thrown up that are separating this labyrinth, but for the most part, it's more like just above the average height of a human like sized cubicle walls.
Okay.
Like it's an open air above, and there is a glowing light that is magically illuminating the space.
Okay.
And there are soldiers that are milling about, and there are various holding cells where you see people who are being held in very close, compact groups. Like the space is probably meant to house 5 people comfortably, and there are probably 30 people who are crammed into that space where...
Oh, but it stinks.
Yeah, there's a terrible smell when you walk in here, and the people are completely filthy, and and that's not just like the one cell. There are like cell block upon cell block that are in this large area. It's probably the metallic dome is the size of a football field, maybe.
Okay.
And it just kind of goes on, and you have all these different rows where there are different offices, for lack of a better word, and all of these cells, and there are guards who are walking up and down the rows, and a lot of them are like sitting at tables and laughing and betting, and you can hear...
So there's only 30 prisoners?
In every
Per
cell
5.
block.
Oh, in every cell block.
It's
Okay.
crowded, like it is packed, and there are these little like divots that have been etched into the metal on the ground, and it's got like stagnant feces and urine. It's meant to be like a drain of sorts, but the whole place it reeks of human waste and of unwashed
Overpopulated.
bodies. And
How many people are there approximately?
You would have to make a perception check if you're trying to get an approximate number of the people here. Imagine a football field, and half of the football field has standing room only people packed together.
Okay.
That is the number of people you estimate would be there. Like
Jeez.
shoulder to shoulder, back to front,
Okay.
rows of people. And
Jeez.
they are separated. There are men in one, there are women in others, and then there are other cell blocks that have children in them, and those ones have a little bit more space. There aren't as many kids as there are grown-ups. But you step through this, and the doorway itself is just like this open space. It doesn't have actual doors to close. So unless you were following up the path as soon as you start bum rushing forward, you're going to bang into something metal. So
I was not walking, but I wanted to fly directly behind where they were going.
Okay.
Thinking that they might be going, cause I don't see anything, right?
Right, it looks like forest.
Yeah, I'm thinking there might be like a portal. Like I need to go exactly where they went.
Okay, Martha,
get
what do
there.
you think?
It would be the same.
Same thing.
Golly.
So yeah, you move in behind them, and you immediately pull to a stop. Invisibility, carpet. I'm gonna say, because you're attuned to the carpet, that it was invisible. So if I'm giving you too much power, then I will have to nerf it later. But for all intents and purposes, you're on
Invisible
this carpet. You're also invisible because it's attuned to you, and it takes an attunement slot. It's a big deal. You almost run into the rear guard as you're doing that. Both of you emerging on the other side of this. You come to the scene, all of this happening in front of you, and there are like the sounds of people crying and the people are screaming and.
How many guards are there? I want to make a perception check for that.
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check. For every cell block, it looks like there are about 2 guards.
Yeah.
And there
block.
are quite a bit of cell blocks, so there's maybe 100 guards who are in here.
Okay.
Not counting the 7 that escorted you in.
Okay.
So, you enter this space. And
Do I remain invisible?
You are still invisible unless you attack, cast a spell.
Okay. I don't know if I was entering some
Oh.
non-magical place. That...
You're right. Suddenly. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. No.
You appear in front of me.
You get the sense that there's enough magic that's just being put into trying to conceal the place that it probably is
minimal.
Not trying to negate magical ability. No one has noticed you. I'll say that. No one has seen a tiefling riding a carpet fly into the room.
I want
Someone
to check for any wizards who I feel like might see me within the next 30 minutes.
Sure.
Like,
go ahead and
close
make
by.
a perception check.
Or anybody that might detect that. 20.
20. Okay. Yeah. So, are you gonna fly up and try and get a glance at everything, or are you trying?
Yeah, because right when I walk in, do I see that it's cube form basically, and then there's space.
It's like a dome.
Yeah. So I would want to go up.
Okay. Yeah.
And just kind of.
Certainly. So yeah.
Find a place where, because I know my time's gonna run out, right?
Yeah,
So I gotta find a place to bunker down and throw my invisibility wears off.
Certainly.
Or if I can find a place to go hide up higher. So.
Like I said, so the population of the citizens outnumber the guards 12 to 1. Is the number of people. So
There's other tieflings?
no, the other people that are in here who are in the cell blocks.
Are they mostly human?
Your perception check. You notice that there are humans, there are halflings, there are dwarves, there are elves, and there is even 1 or 2 dragonborn that you notice among the groups. They have muzzles over their faces so they can't open their mouths to use their breath weapon. In your glance and in your investigation looking from above, you do see one of the shaved head brothers, and then has tattoos all over the back of his head, and he's still wearing a robe that's covering the rest of him. But you do see one of the members of the League standing there.
Does everybody see that?
Riven sees her. She's flying above.
Okay.
How far away is he from?
Is towards the center of this maze of buildings, and he's currently standing over a woman who's cowering in front of him.
Oh. Like he's gonna kill her?
Like something bad's going to happen.
Do I get an idea of who she is, or anything about her, just from looking at the situation?
You do notice she has a collar around her neck.
Oh.
They're both human? Oh, sorry.
They're both human.
And I don't
bad
see.
situation.
This is very bad. I don't see Martha.
I'm just gonna.
You don't see
I'm invisible. I'm falling behind the last guard.
But wait, devil sight can't see invisibility. You just see through magical darkness.
Magical
Pretty
darkness.
sweet.
Pretty awesome.
Pretty sweet. So
Going through my mind right now, I feel like, how long has it been? How long has it
this is really quick. You went
like-
invisible. You moved in.
Okay,
It's only
so
a
like
minute, maybe.
basically an hour.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a very good chance that I might get killed or get others killed unnecessarily, I'm probably not going to do anything based on those conversations of not trying to merely kill people.
What kind of weapons do they have? Do they have any ranged weapons? Or are they all
They
melee?
are all melee.
Martha's gonna be looking for any keys. She's just looking around to see where all the keys
They're all
are.
melee weapons. They're all swords, spears. They don't have bows, they don't have crossbows.
14.
They're all melee.
14. You notice
They
that
don't, but the wizard would have something magical.
That's the only person you have to worry
like you're gonna move like up and down the rows, like kind of like looking.
So as I'm following where they're leading Benjen,
Sure.
like as okay,
Yeah.
where they hang the keys?
There is a designated spots in certain sections that have a ring of keys on them, and the guards are there, and there's one of the two guards in the area is generally around where the keys are being held.
I look for where they would their cantina is, where they eat.
Yes, that is more towards the center as well.
I'm gonna probably break off right there and go to that.
Okay, you're going for the eating area,
Yep.
and you're separating from Benjen, so you're not watching him or Haven anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
They're fine!
I'm also not watching y'all.
Yeah.
Because I found this,
Shiny
the
object.
main,
What?
the shiny wizard guy. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. She's like looting. She's like, nobody can see me!
Well, I'm trying to devise a plan on either how to kill him or shut him down. Like if he kills this woman, which is really gonna suck to have to witness, but whatever. If he kills her, what happens to her collar? Does it just open up? And if so, can I swoop in, grab the collar, throw it on him?
Those are good thoughts.
Can you tell me when I see this?
You are seeing, as the guards are taking you down the rows, you see these cell blocks where they're just crowded men and women that are being held. And
Are the people in the cell blocks manacled?
they are not. But there's not really a freedom of movement. Like there's enough to jostle around to get into a different spot. There is one of
When do I see the magician in the middle?
you don't.
Okay. Can you tell me when I do?
You are taken on the outskirts of this dome towards a spot on the opposite side from where you entered.
Mm-hmm.
And it is there that there is a cell that is probably there's probably about 15 people in this cell, so they're filling it up as they go, and this is the least crowded one. So they put you in there with these other 15 people, and they take Haven further along.
To the women's.
Yeah. And
So I don't see the magician.
no.
Okay.
But you do see a number of guards, and you see kind of a repeating pattern with when you're going by. It's designed to be utilitarian, so that
So using my background, can I tell who's the strongest or who's the highest ranking
you
soldier?
can immediately tell the ranks of the different soldiers, and they all appear to be lower ranking, with the exception of every fourth cell block you'll see sergeant.
And what was I a flanking what?
You were a flank sergeant.
Okay.
in the war. So specifically, you're designed to have your like shock soldiers go around and take out the leadership during combat. That was your role in combat.
I was an ass sergeant. I specialize in penetration. I didn't make this up, guys. Benji did.
It was a real tactical maneuver.
It all makes sense now.
Is there like a? Can I see like an emergency button that would
Fire.
like the fire alarm that would open up the cells
There's no sanitation button.
or anything along those lines? It might be.
You get the sense that everything is pretty manual inside the place. While there is a lot of magical property that has been sent to provide illumination to the area, so bright enough light for people to see what they're doing, and magical properties that are keeping this place to look like a forest from the outside world. But other than that, there's not really anything that has everything connected to a single system.
If I pick a lock, do I lose my invisibility?
You don't. That is taking an action. I am fairly certain that it doesn't.
Unless I get hit or something.
If someone bumps into you, and then you still wouldn't lose invisibility. They would just, oh, there's something here that I can't see. Until the spell.
Yeah, attacks or cast a spell.
Yeah, you
cast
have,
a spell. You can use actions.
you have to do something
Skill
you
checks.
can't be stealthy about. Yeah.
Right.
So
you
then
can certainly do
that would be my next plan then, to try to, just because I feel like whoever that woman is that's about to die probably doesn't need to die, probably is going to be able to help us out significantly. Yeah, so I would like to find the closest cell to her and pick that lock in the event that it'll distract him from killing her, or they can bum rush him or something.
Okay.
And Martha is going to go to the cantina, find the main water source, dump all the sleeping powder in it, and mix in some bloom shroud.
For good measure, just
That is awesome.
So 3 packs of sleeping powder.
You're scarecrowing it.
Oh, that's right. You got 3 more of them. There is a hand water pump, and it fills this basin that people are using. They're like dipping a ladle into and scooping into their cups and everything. So there is a central source for water.
So that'll be 3 sleeping poison and then 2 bloom shrouds.
Cool.
I'm going to mash it up. So.
Okay, Benjen, you are in the cell with 15 other people. You notice that 3 of them have these collars on their necks. So,
I have no idea where you are,
Yeah.
by the way.
I know,
Totally
right.
lost.
After I do that.
Meanwhile, Benjen's like, I'm so glad they're invisible.
and so
How much bloom shroud did you? Or bloom shroud?
2 things of bloom shrouds and then 3 packs of sleeping powder.
What things? What's the unit?
a packet.
Yeah, blue packets. And then I mashed up 2 whole bloom shroud. And we were tripping on a little piece of it, so. So.
If that dilutes it, I don't know if this is even going to stand a chance against it. Up on the ceiling, watching all this happen, finding the water source in the center, and in the cell, we will pick up.
Oh no!